Am I wrong for getting into a huge argument with my husband because he left me during surgery? Story time. So me and my husband, who we'll call Steve, have been together for 4 years. I had a lumpectomy surgery yesterday. Thankfully, the tumour is malignant, but I wanted out. I'm taking no risks. So my husband, who we'll call Steve, did get the day off work and he drove me to the hospital. Now the surgery was delayed for about 3 hours and my husband was getting very, very impatient. My husband tells me when I go under, he's gonna leave and go get some lunch because he hadn't eaten yet today. Now I was trying to be brave and I really didn't want to be left, but I did want him to go get something to eat. So I did actually ask him if we could pick up food on the way home. And in that moment, he gave me the impression that he was actually going to stay, and then they wheeled me away. So bearing in mind my surgery is supposed to be like an hour to 3 hours, 30 minutes later, I was being violently shaken awake by a nurse who told me that I had got incredibly sick during the surgery and they had to stop. So I'm all of a panic, and then she tells me that they are trying to desperately get in touch with my husband. I was a mess. I was vomiting everywhere. I was bleeding through my stitches. And this whole time, my nurse is still trying to contact my husband. Eventually, the surgeon managed to get hold of my husband when he finally answered. And it's now the next day and I am so angry. My husband still hasn't apologized and he is so defensive about this whole entire thing. My husband's explanation for why he left and why no one could get in contact with him was this: sit down, you're gonna need a minute. He said to me, I went out to get lunch because I was hungry, and then I got some petrol because I was low from driving your ass around. Hold up. You were only supposed to be an hour. How was I supposed to know your heart could have stopped? I said, Steve, you literally had one job, that was to stay with me and tell me what the surgeon said when I woke up. And I am just overall shocked by his words and how much he does not care. Now, in his defense, he looked after me very, very well last night when I was really poorly, but he did leave this morning to go to work after we had the argument. So he left, right? Now, I'm sure I'm just very, very emotional from all of the anesthetic, but genuinely, I can't even look at him the same. Steve is usually so attentive and caring, so I'm absolutely baffled by his behaviour. I understand that he thought that the chances of anything happening to me were slim, but I just could not understand this thought process. Now, I'm unsure on what I'm hoping to get from like putting this out there to strangers, but I feel like I just really needed to vent. So what do you guys think? Am I the arsehole here?